Hi, good afternoon, folks. In this video, we're going to take a look at the Central Division against the Buffalo Sabres historically, the fourth and final installment of this set, I guess we could say. Let's take a look at it coming up. All right, so we will, I guess, finish it off. I figured it's going to drive me crazy if I don't do the fourth and final division, so what the hell. Might as well get it done now, and that way we have a reference. But, of course, what do you call it? Arizona will be in this division starting October, and Seattle will go over to the Pacific. So it's going to be a little different, but I'm going to still do it the way that we're familiar with for the final installment of this. And I mean, it's one team difference, but I wanted to make it fair also with the divisions, historically speaking, because I could have easily put Arizona in this division and it would have bumped up the winning percentage and still kept a winning percentage yet, but I wanted to be fair about it, looking at it historically, okay? All right, so we got 7 teams now, not 8. Let's get started. And the first team that we have the best record against, we've played 126 games. We've won 58, lost 51. Ties and overtimes combined at 17, 392 goals for, 369 against for a plus 23 historically, and a .528 winning percentage. And yeah, there was no way I would have guessed it, put it that way. Who I guessed here, I'll tell you after who I thought it was going to be. But we have the best winning percentage in that division historically against Dallas. And the North Stars and the Stars over the years, the Sabres have, it's always been tight. You know, it's not been something we've ran away with. You can obviously see in this division, remember I said we might hit a roadblock. It was this division. We've hit a roadblock finally, you know, but not a big one. Not really. All right, number 2. 65 games played, 28 wins, 26 losses, 11 ties and overtimes, 208 goals for, 192 against for a plus 16 all time, and a .515 winning percentage. Number 2 goes to Winnipeg. Winnipeg/Atlanta. Like Arizona / Winnipeg, you know, I'm counting all of it. Against that franchise, we're plus 16 all time in goals for and against, so very tight, you know, and 28 wins, 26 losses, and 11 in overtime or ties or whatever it was. It's just, you know, very tight, if you look at it. This division, we're very, very tight against, I found. You know, you'll see in the final numbers. Number 3 all time. 124 games played, 54 wins, 53 losses, 17 ties and overtimes, 383 goals for, 374 against for a plus 9 in the goal differential, and a .504 winning percentage. You can see against this division, we're not doing as well as the other ones. And number 3, is Chicago. Let me get out of the way here. So Chicago, it's been tight. All our history, to be honest, guys, right from the 70s, 80s, 90s, we've always been tight with Chicago with the record. There's never been one team that's pulled away, and it's always been like this. Even statistically speaking, in wins since we've become a team, Chicago's right there with us. It's just it's one of those things. It just is. It's one of those things. That, no, there's no rivalry or nothing, but we've always been neck and neck. It's weird. Mind you, though, they got those 3 cups, which I wouldn't mind having. All right, number 4. 147 games played, 62 wins, 61 losses, 24 ties and overtimes, 492 goals for, 507 against for a minus 15, and a .503 winning percentage goes to Colorado. Comes in number 4. And I didn't check it out of the games that were Quebec also, but I am willing to bet that we've had, I'm just willing to bet, even though I know they won their cups in Colorado, this franchise, I'm willing to bet over the years that we've done better, even though we have gotten worse. It just feels like that Quebec Nordiques team always had our damn number. And I'm willing to bet it's very tight, probably very close against Colorado, probably the same thing as against Quebec. Quebec, it was always a tough rivalry every time. I don't understand that retro jersey they got this year. I really, doesn't make sense. Like Hartford and Carolina, Quebec and Colorado. To me, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't, I wouldn't, if I was a fan of those teams, what would I want a Hartford jersey for if I'm in Carolina? Okay, number 5. This is who I thought would be number 1. 122 games played, 48 wins, 57 losses, 17 ties and overtimes, 364 goals, 408 against, for a whopping minus 44 against this team historically. I honestly thought they would be number 1, we'd be most successful against, so it shows you what I know. And a 463 winning percentage. St. Louis. Yeah, against the Blues, they've, that's weird. I just thought we were better. I really did. And I thought that against Dallas and Minnesota, we would have been worse, But you never know till you check it and look at it. Anyway, moving on. Number 6, I've always liked the Blues, so no problem there. Number 6, 25 games played, 11, 13, and 1. 57 goals for. Check this, 78 against for a minus 21 in 25 games, but we're 11 and 13. Yeah, guys, it's a weird life sometimes. Yeah, I know we probably won some in overtime, but so what? It's like minus 21. We must have got our ass kicked a few times against these guys. That would make sense, and beat us like 9-2 or something. And that goes to Minnesota. The current Minnesota, the Minnesota Wild. We're just, our record's close. Our goals for and against is a disaster. Weird. Okay. And last, number 7. Oh, and we had a 460 winning percentage against them. So you could see 463, 460, 503, 504. We're starting to struggle here. Finally, a division that had us. And last, 29 games, 11, 14, and 4, 73 goals for, 83 against for a minus 13 and a 448 winning percentage is Nashville. And we've done the worst against, mathematically speaking. I never would have guessed that. If I was going to guess one, I probably would have guessed Colorado. I probably would have guessed Colorado. And not because they're good now, no. But historically because of Quebec also and I don't know, it's weird. I just would have, hey, it is what the numbers say. So, all right, so let's put this on. I don't want this flipping and going on my green screen. All right. Final numbers against Central. 638 games played, 272 wins, 275 losses. So finally a division that has us right there. 91 ties and overtimes historically, 1,969 goals for, 2,014 against for a minus 45, and a winning percentage of 498. Calm down, calm down. Don't forget next year it transfers. We got Arizona coming in, so we're going to have winning records against all divisions. Relax. It's better. Yep. This is where we're at. So I hope you had fun with these 4 divisions. I mean, If I was going to guess which division before I started all this, I probably would have guessed the Pacific Division would have had the best record against us. I would have thought. I used to hate when I was younger when they'd always go on road trips out west. God, I hated it. I couldn't stand it. But that's where it's at for now. Okay, guys. I know I'm behind my comments. I'm feeling a lot better today. I was sick as hell yesterday, but after I did the 2 videos, I planned on 3 and I just couldn't make it. So I'm gonna try and get up like 3 or 4 today. I am. Right now, I'm using my old audio in case it sounds a little different because I'm charging my other audio for other videos later. So yes, the intent is there. You know, I've got a few things I want to go over, a few different videos, but there's some videos out there I know you've asked for, and I forget who asked for it, but they asked me to get on one about neck injuries historically, and it is really hard to find. I can tell you one thing that I've seen though, when it comes to historically, when it comes to these surgeries, it's never good. It's never good. Never good news. I looked at the pattern, and usually a lot of players after they had the fusion surgery, just so you know guys, usually last about 2 more years, and then their careers are done. And those 2 years of 28 games, 34 games, it's not good. I can actually see Jack's side of this, wanting to do this. You know, I mean, I'm not a medical expert, but I can tell you by looking at the numbers with the fusion surgeries, I don't know. You know, it's not impressive. I could say that. Okay, guys, that's it. I'm gonna come back in a few hours, and I will continue on these videos later. Have a good one.